Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the topic Election Commission of India. This topic is very important topic for competitive exams and to know what is the election process of India, how people's representatives are elected, and what is the procedure, how commission is a constitution body, and so on. So this is Dr. Geeta Nayak Vislawat, Assistant Professor of Public Administration, Government Degree College, Hyderabad. This topic is a part of BA Second Year, Third Semester, Public Administration, under constitutional bodies. Election Commission of India, we are going to discuss now. As you all know, what Election Commission do and what is the function of Election Commission. Actually, here, please understand, people of any country or area elect the representatives. These representatives form government. This government makes laws, rules, policies. These laws, rules, policies obeyed by the people. So it is a circular process. First of all, people elect the representatives. Those representatives form the government. That government makes the law. Those laws obeyed by the people. Representatives election process is done by election commission. So the this all circular process, the representatives election, people's representatives elections is done by election commission. So what is the meaning of election? It is an organized process in which people vote to choose the persons who can represent them in parliament or state legislative. So the people select one person or vote one person, choose one person who can represent their area or who can represent the group of people in parliament or in central level or at state level. Or election is a procedure where persons are chosen by voting to represent to voters for running the government. I already told you, people elect representatives. Here it is what he is telling. Election is a procedure, it is a process where people or persons choose the right representative by the way of voting for running the government. So constituency, what is constituency? Country or state is divided into number of representative areas. It is called as constituency. A particular area, the government divided a particular area into constituency, that is called constituency. For representative purpose or for administrative purpose, this division is done. Constituency is a fixed area with a body of voters. So importance of elections, what is the importance? It is need, and people get chance to form government, make laws and work for the welfare of the people and their country. Due to elections, the laws will be formed and people's welfare will be looked after by the country. The people able to know what are political parties and what is their ideology, and periodical elections, timely elections pursue to perform and flourish and development. Indirect participation of voters, direct participation will be there. Indirect participation of voters, and gives chance to select best way to choose representation. And elections is the one of the best way to choose representatives. Types of elections. In India, we are having general elections, midterm elections, by elections. General elections is to Lok Sabha members after the term of 5 years. Every 5 years, total India undergoes to the process of election, and where each and every constituency participate. This is called general elections. All the 28 states and all other union territories participate in the elections. Midterm elections, in case if Lok Sabha or state legislative assembly gets dissolved before 5 years of term. So in India, the standard term of any political representation is mostly 5 years. So in states or central level, before completion of 5 years, if uh, mm, any assembly or parliament Lok Sabha dissolves, then that type of elections are called as midterm elections. By elections will be conducted uh, either in central or state, either in any legislative assembly in center or state falls vacant on account of death or resignation or disqualification. If the uh, particular constituency representative dies, or he resigns, or he elected on the grounds of disqualification, then only that area is undergoes election process. This election is called by election. Election commission, as you all know, election commission is a permanent and independent body established by the Constitution of India directly to ensure free and fair elections. It is a constitutional body, means the importance of election commission is explained in Indian Constitution under Article 324 of Constitution, provides that the powers of super independence, direction and control of elections to parliament, state legislations, of office of president of India and office of vice president of India shall be vested in the election commission. So election commission undergoes in the election process of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and state assemblies, at the same time president and vice president. So election commission is an all India body in the sense that it common to both central government and state government. It is not concerned the elections to the panchayatis and municipalities. So uh, for uh, for completing the election process in state level for panchayatis and municipalities, Constitution of India provides for separate state election commissions in every state. So next comes to composition. Chief Election Commissioner, according to 324, Election Commission shall consist of Chief Election Commissioner and such number of the other election commissioners, if any, as the President may form time to time fix. So President has to fix the composition of the election commissioners, and the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners shall be made by President of India. When any other election commissioner is so appointed, the Chief Election Commissioner shall act as the chairman of the election commission. So Chief Election Commissioner is called chairman of the commission. And the service conditions and tenure shall be determined by the president. So president will determine the tenure of the election commission. And here from 1950, from the establishment of election commission to 15th October 1989, this election commission is run under one single member body. That is, only chief election commissioner was present. From October 1989 to January 1990, the president appointed two more election commissioners to help chief election commissioner of India, because the workload was increased. The workload of the election commission was increased on account of lowering of the voting age from 21 to 18 years. And thereafter, in 1990, October 93, the two other posts which were raised in 1899 was demolished. And from 1993 onwards, election commission is having 1+2, one chief election commissioner and two election commission members. So all members will have equal salaries, powers, allowances, so on, and which is similar to the Supreme Court judge. And in case of difference of opinions between the election commissioners, the majority prevails. tenure of election commission is 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. If a person appoints at the age of 63, then when he attains 65, he has to resign the job. Or if the person appoints at his 50s, he can enjoy up to 6 years of tenure. They can resign and they can be removed. Independency. Election Commission has complete control over its staff on election duty, so it can directly control the election staff. That election staff may be from rural area or from Naxal area or from any remote area. It can directly contact with that staff. At the time of elections, all the staff, all the people who are taking part in election process, all the employees who are taking part in election process are staff of election commission. The service conditions of chief election commissioner cannot be varied after his appointment as chief election commissioner. Removal process of election commission is chief election commissioner and other election commissioners can be removed in manner as Supreme Court judge, and other election commissions can be removed only on the recommendations of chief election commission, and regional and other election commissions can be removed on the recommendations of chief election commission, but chief election commissioner will be removed by the manner judge of Supreme Court removes. There are some of the flaws in election commission establishment by constitution. They are the constitution not prescribed the qualification, legal qualification, educational qualification, administrative qualification, or judicial qualification of the members of election commission. At the same time, the constitution has not specified the term of the member election commission. So at the time of election, at the time of in the early times, at 1950s, when constitution was accepted, in that constitution under 324, the constitution writers mentioned only about chief election commissioner, not about the election members. Afterwards in 1989, due to heavy workload on election commission, the president of India increased 2 posts. Those 2 posts still prevailed, and the constitution has not debarred the retiring election commissioner from any further appointment. So he can work at anywhere under government after his retirement as election commissioner or chief election commissioner. The powers and functions of election commission. Election commission will, the powers and functions of election commission with regard to elections to the parliament, state legislatives and officers of president and vice president can be classified into 3 categories. They are administrative functions, advisory functions, quasi-judiciary functions. The main purpose of election commission is preparation of election rolls and photo identity cards, recognition to political parties, allotment of symbols to parties and independent candidates, conduct of elections, ensure free and fair elections. So it prepares and periodically revises electoral rolls and to register all eligible voters under it. To register political parties for the purpose of elections and grant them the status of national or state parties on the basis of their poll performance in elections, and to notify the date and schedule of election and to scrutinize nomination papers. At the same time, it conducts free and fair elections to supervise the machinery of elections throughout the country to ensure free and fair elections. So, to determine the territorial area of the electoral constituencies throughout the country on the basis of Delimitation Commission Act of Parliament. It notifies the dates for conduction of elections, scrutinize the nomination papers, and it acts as a court for settling disputes related to granting of recognition to political parties and allotment of election symbols to them. To appoint officers for inquiry into disputes related to election arrangements. It determines the code of conduct to observed by the parties and the candidates at the time of elections. It prepares a roster for publicity of the policies of the political parties on the radio and TV at the time of elections, to advise the president on the matters of presidential rule and disqualification of members of parliament, advise the governor on the matters related to disqualification of members of state governments. It cancelled the polls in the event of rigging, booth capture, violence, and other irregularities, to request the president or governor for requisition of staff necessary for conduction of elections anywhere in India. So conduct of elections. What is the procedure of election commission at the time of conduct of election? First of all, it announces the elections, and it notifies. First of all, it notifies. Then nomination process starts. After nominations process completes, scrutiny of nominations will go. Then publication of list and election campaign. Then the poll election, before starting of poll, 48 hours before the poll, the campaign will be stopped and the poll will conducted and counting. Then after poll, after 1 or 2 days, counting of votes, and lastly declaration of results will be conducted, and allotment of symbols to parties and independent candidates. So reserved symbols, example Congress, BJP, like that, these big parties in India already having reserved symbols. Many parties are there, MIM, TRS, most of the parties are having symbols. So these reserved symbols sometimes become so well known that party does not have to do much to showcase their candidates. So party, everyone knows the symbol of that party, it will be easy for advertisement. And illiterate, the purpose of allotting symbols to parties is, India is a country where illiteracy is more. At the time of independence, afterwards we slowly increased our literacy. Now it is growing at a good number. So illiterate masses can't read the names. However, they can easily identify the symbols. It is the one of the reason for creating symbols to political parties. And independent candidates can choose any symbol out of the list of free symbols available at election commission. And national and state parties can have same registered symbols for all their candidates. So national and state parties will have same registered symbols. So later on, what election commission, how election commission works, who are the officers take part in election commission work. So election commission is assisted by, first of all, it's a central level election commission is assisted by deputy election commissioner, who will be the civil servant. And this deputy election commission drawn from civil service and appointed by the commission with tenure system. They are assisted in turn by the secretaries, joint secretaries, deputy secretaries, and under secretaries. So posted in the Secretariat of Election Commission. At the same time, at state level also, some employees are working under State Election Commission. Their State Election Commissioner is assisted by Chief Electoral Officer, who is appointed by Chief Election Commissioner in consultation with the state government. Below this, at the district level, the collector acts as district returning officer. He appoints a returning officer for every constituency in the district and presiding officer for every polling booth in the constituency. So next, if you have any doubts, this is all about election commission and the process, how they conduct elections, what are the major roles, and how political parties get their symbols, and what is nominations and everything, and the composition and tenure of the election commission, employment, and elections, different types of elections, importance of elections, these are all the things we came to know now. We are able to understand what is these all the things. If you have any doubts, please call on my number 9849373729. Thank you.